Now it's your turn to write linear equations representing a couple of different scenarios. Stop this video, take a moment to write out your answers to these problems in your lecture outline packet, and then turn the video back on to check your answers. In this first problem, we're told that a tile contractor will be replacing the tile on a bathroom floor. The cost of materials is estimated at $600, and she's charging $40 per hour for labor. We're going to write an equation representing the total cost of materials and labor. Like our previous examples, we can see that there's both a fixed cost and a variable cost that's based on that constant rate of $40 per hour. As our first step, we'll want to define the variables that we'll use. I'm going to use C for cost and H for the number of hours. So I'll state, let C be the cost, and that'll be the total cost. So let C be the total cost, and those units are dollars, so I'll state that. Let C be the total cost in dollars, and that's depending on how many hours of labor they are. So I'll say let C be the total cost in dollars for H hours of labor. Now in this example, the fixed cost is the cost of materials. That isn't going to change. What is going to change is the cost resulting from labor. So our fixed cost, I'll write that out, is at $600, and our variable cost is going to be $40 per hour. So in writing that equation, C will be a sum of those two things. It will be the fixed $600 cost, and then since each hour costs $40, that total cost for labor will be 40 times H. So the total cost overall we'll write as C equals 600 plus 40H. In the second example, we're given that a plumber is hired to fix a drain. The company charges $110 for the service call and the first half hour of service. So that first half hour is included within that $110 service call. Then we're told that after that, they charge $75 for each hour of service. We're going to write an equation representing the total charge. So again, working with this linear equation, we'll define our variables, and we'll look at the fixed cost and the variable cost. This one's again going to require a little bit more maneuvering to deal with this half-hour service charge that's included. So let's start by defining our variables, and I'll use C for the total charge, and then I'll again use H for hours of service. So in this case, I'm going to let C be the total charge, and those units will be dollars. So I'll let C be the total charge in dollars, and that'll be for H hours of service. Now our fixed cost here is $110. And I'm going to note below this that it includes 1/2 hour of service. The variable cost is $75 per hour, and that is after the first half hour. So, starting out, I know that this total charge will be 110 plus the variable cost resulting from the number of hours of labor. Now, I can't just do 75H here because that first half hour would be double counted then. So thinking through, let's say that the plumber stays for an hour. And let's actually make it easier. Let's say they stay for an hour and a half. If they stay for an hour and a half, then we would subtract that first half hour and have 1 hour for which we're charged. Let's say they stay for 2 hours. then subtracting that first half hour, we'd be paying for 1.5 hours of service. Let's say they stay for 3 hours. Let's hope not, but let's say they stay for 3 hours. That'd be 3 minus 1/2, and we'll get 2 and 1/2. So we can see then that our pattern is going to be H minus that half hour. So we'll only be charged for the number of hours over 1/2. So to write that then, we're going to use H minus 1/2. So coming back to our formula, C equals 110 plus, and then we'll take 75 times the number of hours over 1/2, which we'll represent with H minus 1/2.